So I'm just going to continue from Gail and Flora and say, so these are the kind of, when you summarize them, what are the other benefits from the crowdfunding? And also they are about validating your project. Especially it's great for the new projects that are coming up, and you just want to make sure that this is the right thing that answers the needs. The second thing is raising awareness, which is particularly important about when we're talking about sustainability. It's creating a buzz and getting noticed by the wider audience. It's about advocating and building an engaged audience. So I know that because I work in the background, so I work with projects, and what they tell me as well, what Flora was saying, that like people become engaged and they start volunteering for the project because they feel passionate about the goal. And as well, it's about learning new skills and creating connections. So when you start a project, we already tackled that issue before, but I think as well, it's crucial to set it up well. And in that stage, I would say, spend a lot of time to have a crystal idea what you were trying to achieve, because it's a bit different from applying to a funder, because funders are kind of like not knowledgeable. I'm not saying this in a bad way for other people. Kind of like they have a specific language, you know, and they may be aware of different issues. They're aware of terminology and everything. But when you're crowdfunding, you have to be aware that some people have no idea about what you're doing. So you have to really sell your story well, and you have to sell your a passion for it, your enthusiasm, and your idea, how you're going to solve the issue or the problem and what you're going to do. So here is the checklist. I can share these slides with the people later on. I kind of good things to think about is like what you're trying to achieve, who and why you're doing this, why should someone support your project, and what has your journey been like so far, and what are your plans for the future. So I think it's very good to think about these questions and answer them in this planning stage when you're setting up your project. The good crowdfunder, they say what makes a good crowdfunder is this synchrony between a team of people who work on it. Please do not think you can do it on your own. A good network of people, because you need to have a good network of people supporting you and who you're going to contact, and maybe who are going to kind of spread the word wider. And it's all about your story, and have a good story, crystal idea what you want to do. And what makes it difficult is about if your network is too small, maybe think about this twice. If you're looking for huge sums of money, you have to understand that people in general give around £20 to £30 per person. So if you're looking at big amounts of money, you have to understand that it's going to be a huge daunting task. And yes, extra funding does help, but not entirely. And the time you need to dedicate to this. Once it becomes live, you have 6 weeks to finish your campaign and to reach your target. These 6 weeks might be a bit hard because you have to kind of contact your okay, sorry, I thought I had another slide. It's after that. So you have to think about who is in your network. So you also have to talk to the press. You have to talk to maybe like local newspaper. I'm not talking to the BBC, but who knows, maybe even BBC. And like who on the social media, who can help you out, and maybe what other organizations or businesses can help you in this. And this is about why people pledge. Why will people support you? Is because they believe in your idea, or maybe because they want a reward. Rewards are fantastic incentive to get more people to pledge for your project. People can be so creative, and I really advise you to look at projects that are already over there on the platform, which are kind of, you can also see the successful projects that are not live anymore. So you can see what kind of rewards are there. And I would strongly advise you to look at projects that are maybe similar to yours, because then you can get some great ideas. What you can do and how you can, attract more people. And this is about donations and awards. They can be about products, about experiences in events, corporate sponsorships. They can be very wide. It depends all about your imagination and also about your network, about who in your network can maybe offer a reward. So this is the main thing. It's a marketing exercise. So please be aware of it, that when you look at the supporters, they're quite huge. Not only posting on Facebook is not going to help. You really have to kind of, I would say, be pushy about this. Work hard on it, let's say. So when you have your campaign live, you also have a dashboard on the system which tracks how many people have viewed your project and how much audience has kind of have you reached, which is very, very helpful, I would say. And also because we are aware that this is not an easy task, especially if you're doing it for the first time. Also, Crowdfunder and the Hertfordshire Community Foundation offer help. So Crowdfunder has something called Knowledge Hub. They offer one-to-one coaching session, weekly sessions, weekly drop-ins. They have webinars and online learning programs. And also Hertfordshire Community Foundation, we have training courses, especially soon is going to come an hour, not soon actually, it's April or May. It's called Digital Fundraising course. But also I would say, please do contact me, because through training and development, we can offer you some tailored consultants. We already helped one person with some marketing advice. So we can allocate you a person to give you like a few hours of help with your marketing, creating posts and things like that. So please do not hesitate to ask for help. And these are the crowdfunding fees. I would say for charities and non-profit kind of voluntary organizations, there are no platform fees, but you will be charged the fee if you were awarded funding from a fund, extra funding. So please be aware of that when you calculate your costs. And this is more about the fund. And I have this lovely software hub there. So thank you very much for listening.